Hey, what's up, what's up, what's up? How you doing? How you been? What's going on? What's good? How you getting it in? Body getting it funny? What's going on, people?
Well, we know the world is going crazy in reference to Trump banning transgenders inside of the military as far as Wednesday, July the 26th, 2017. And basically, we're going to talk in reference to the transgenders who are already serving inside of the force. And there is one that's reference to the Air Force. Transgender airmen I would like to see and try and kick me out of the Army. Now, the Air Force, as far as Sergeant Logan Ireland, security force airman is among the transgender service member now serving as the military. Now, after President Trump's surprise announcement on Wednesday banning transgender people from serving in capacity as far as the military, and prominent transgender airmen said that he more determined than ever to continue serving as in the Air Force. I would like to see them try and kick me out of the military. Sergeant Logan said as an interview as far as the Air Force Times, "You're not going to deny me my rights to serve my country when I'm fully qualified and able and willing to give my life." Other transgender service members expressed the same determination to stay in uniform. Interviews as far as with the Military Times, "I would like to continue to report to duty as far as my uniform the day until I am forced to receive my DD 214 discharge paper," said Sergeant Jack, a transgender man in Army Reserve who is a chemical operations specialist. He previously served in the Marine Corps. "I love serving this country and its people." He said, "I love being a part of the military family. My dream is to retire after a long career. I'm not going anywhere anytime soon." A military police officer who is a transgender man who asked that his name not be used pointed out as far as he served honorable as far as to deployments. He never endangered his comrades, he said, or made anyone else conform to his views as far as his life. And he said that he would like to have the same respect he gives to others. "I have never described myself as trans. I'm a marine, a corporate," said that all that matters is that don't tarnish my title with your bigotry and your fear of the unknown. It is unclear exactly how President Trump's new policy is to affect the transgender people, along with already serving, as far as the short statement that the Pentagon said it will work out with the White House and will provide revised guidance as far as the department, as far as the future. Now, Logan said security force airmen who deployed as far as Canada, as far as Afghanistan, has been one of the most prominent transgender people as far as the military since he first shared his story publicly in 2015, 3 years ago after he began his transition into man. Now, Ireland also consulted with the Air Force that last year as in drafted guidance as for how he will incorporate transgender airmen into the ranks. He also stated that Logan also stated that he is married to a transgender woman who serves as the Army couple, Alila, and the two appeared in 2015 New York Times document as far as transgenders at war and in love. And also he was currently taking part as far as security forces training. He had no idea at all that the change was coming, that the policy change was especially surprised. He said it's considering the support as far as the Defense Department leadership has shown allowing transgender people to serve. For the president to deny an able-bodied, fully qualified person to inherit the right to raise the rights hand and serve the country, potentially giving them their own life for their freedom, is doing this country injustice. Now, Logan has said that I would personally love for my president to meet me so I can tell him myself. And the 15,500 honorable serving transgender members as far as, fighting for the rights and now for the liberty as far as their country. Now, Schuler said that reposting as a ban of transgender service members is likely to be counterproductive for every qualified fit of served transgender people has lost, there will have to be another person recruited as far as trained to replace them. Now, the scholar said that given the small amount of transgender service members, as the fact that not every transgender person apts to full any medical reassignments, more will spend opposing as far as the man will have served as far as the treatment cost. Now, Captain Jacob of the Kentucky Army National Guard said he hasn't heard anything yet on whether his status will change. I imagine military leadership like me is still reacting to the news and trying to figure out exactly what's bearing is going on and what's going to have, as far as Jacob said, is speaking for himself and not for the military. I remain hopeful that it's possible that with all the wisdom and guidance that things will change, but I'm kind of on the optimistic, so we'll have to see how it rolls out. Now, Jacob also said he's a doctorate candidate as far as physiological psychology. Hopefully as far as the secure military clinical internship as a part of his plan is becoming a military psychiatrist. However, transferring to a medical position as a technical consideration and commission as far as Jacob has been waiting for the Defense Department to release its policy introducing transgender service members. Now, Jacob said that with the unit being supportive of him serving as an openly transgender soldier and recently returned to the annual training as far as his unit, my commanders set a very clear tone of denying respect, and Jacob said that my gender marker is updated as far as the military system, even though it has been updated on my birth certificate for years now. Because of it, I still have to follow the female standards as far as female billing, as far as my unit has been accommodating as far as to figure out a solution that when we'll been in the field. I have been greatly working with them, and to be honest, over the past years, as the Air Force adjusts to the new policy allowing transgender people to serve, and even began publicizing the stories as far as transgender airmen in the community posted in Nellis Air Force Base website on June the 30th. Senior Airman Ireland Nelson of the Air Traffic Controller described how she came to realize that she was transgender woman and made her transition back in November. Alfred Air Force Base post profile of a Sergeant Ashley Bush as an instructor as far as the 338th Combat Training there about the transition as far as this trainer living in a closet when you have to serve and you aren't able to be yourself. It is going to be dampening your spirit. Now, Bush said in the profile, if you're going to have to constantly worry about being outed or constantly worrying about your safety as far as your health, all that do as far as in the silence, you were never going to be good as you could be. Now, Ireland said it empathized with the variety of roles that transgender serve in today's, as far as the Air Force. We have pilots, we have doctors, we have combat medics, and we are security forces members like myself. Ireland said we and everywhere in the military, and of our president, as to not have the military members look back at what they're willing to die for him blows my mind. And it just makes me become very motivated today to continue my training. So that's basically a few of the trans people that's already serving inside of the military. So God bless you, and thank you for serving. You know, they don't realize how much you put your life at stake. And so my trans brothers and my trans sisters, I tell you thank you and I love you. And I would love to hear your feedback on this. I want to let you know I love you. And I want to thank you for watching Cast the Rave.